Turkey's defense industry recently captivated the world by introducing state-of-the-art combat drones and AI-driven robotic systems, reminiscent of the historical might of the Ottoman Empire.
In the dusty outskirts of Ankara, something is rising, not a monument, not a weapon, a machine that builds machines. Rows of robotic arms weld aluminum drone frames with mechanical precision. Conveyor belts hum with unbroken rhythm. And at the end of the line, sleek, black UAVs roll out one after the other. Each one born for war, each one powered by artificial intelligence. This isn't a movie set. It's Turkey's newest military facility, a fully automated drone factory, and possibly the beginning of a new kind of arms race. In 2025, the Turkish government quietly opened this facility under the codename Project Hedef. Publicly, it was announced as an expansion of Baykar's drone production line. But insiders knew better. This wasn't about increasing production. It was about changing it entirely. The goal: remove human limitations from the manufacturing process. Let AI optimize every stage. The result: Baykar's newest AI-integrated drone production hub. Designed to mass-produce next-generation autonomous drones at a pace no country in the region can match. Every system in the factory is controlled by a central AI known internally as Akil, Turkish for intellect. It doesn't just monitor production, it adapts it. If a component shortage emerges, it reroutes supply lines. If a model underperforms in combat simulations, Akil tweaks its flight software before the next batch even finishes printing. This isn't just efficiency, it's evolution. Akil learns from data collected on battlefields across Ukraine, Syria, Libya, anywhere Turkish drones have flown. It processes infrared recordings, mission debriefs, failure rates, even enemy jamming patterns. Then it updates the drone design in real time. Not every few months, every few days. This has allowed Turkey to produce an entirely new class of drones, faster, smarter, and more adaptable than ever before. Enter the Bayraktar Kızılelma AI variant, a stealth-capable jet-powered UAV equipped with deep learning navigation, onboard target discrimination, and autonomous threat avoidance. But here's what's different. The Kızılelma AI isn't hand-assembled. It's 90% machine-built, and the software isn't coded line by line, it's trained. The drone's neural network is fed thousands of simulated missions, then tested in digital twin environments that replicate real battlefields in Syria and the Caucasus. Once the drone passes virtual tests, it's greenlit for mass deployment. That's not science fiction. That's Turkish defense doctrine in 2025. Why the urgency? Because Turkey has watched Ukraine's AI drone operations closely. It saw what happened during Operation Spiderweb, and it realized the next war won't be won by numbers alone. It'll be won by adaptation. And if you can outproduce, outlearn, and outmaneuver your enemy using AI, you win before the first missile is even fired. Turkey's new factory embodies this shift. It's not just producing weapons, it's producing a military mind, one that grows smarter with every sortie. And it's not just Turkey that's watching. US defense analysts have raised concerns that Turkey is blurring the line between automation and autonomy. In other words, how much control does a human really have once the AI takes over manufacturing, targeting, and mission planning? Israel, long considered the region's drone superpower, is now fast-tracking its own AI manufacturing protocols. Meanwhile, Iran is suspected of reverse engineering parts of its loitering munitions using AI-generated models based on downed Ukrainian drones. We're entering an era where the ability to manufacture smarter matters more than how many engineers you have. And here's where it gets darker. Satellite imagery shows a separate wing of Turkey's new facility marked with minimal signage and far tighter security. According to leaked defense memos, this section is where the next-gen autonomous kamikaze drones are being tested. These aren't traditional UAVs. These are micro-AI munitions designed to swarm a battlefield, identify targets without human oversight, and detonate with centimeter-level precision. If confirmed, this would place Turkey among the few nations openly experimenting with autonomous kill decisions, a step even NATO hesitates to take. But Turkey isn't waiting for permission. Its defense strategy has long centered on independence. Now, with AI and automation, it's pursuing something more: dominance. And it's not only through air power. Reports suggest Turkey is integrating the same AI brain, Akil, into naval drone programs and unmanned ground vehicles. The plan is simple: one AI to manage them all. A unified combat network where drones in the air, on the sea and on land share targeting data, battlefield maps, and strategic decisions without waiting for a general's command. If successful, Turkey won't just have faster production lines. It will have something far more dangerous. A military that learns, one that evolves faster than any enemy can respond. And once that threshold is crossed, where decisions are made not by officers but by algorithms, war itself begins to change. There are international efforts to regulate this. The United Nations has called for restrictions on lethal autonomous weapons. The EU has proposed bans. Even the US military maintains the need for meaningful human control. But the factory in Ankara doesn't wait for debate. It moves, it builds, and every hour another drone rolls off the line. It doesn't need rest. It doesn't ask questions, and it doesn't make the same mistake twice. Because the war of tomorrow won't be about who has the biggest army, it'll be about who has the smartest. And Turkey just built the machine to create it. And there's one more thing. While most nations debate AI policy, Turkey is exporting it. Baykar has already signed deals with countries across Africa and Central Asia to provide not just drones, but the AI infrastructure that builds and operates them. That means the AI brain behind Turkey's drone army isn't staying in Turkey, it's spreading. And with every export deal, Akil learns more about new terrains, new enemies, and new tactics. It becomes a global learner, a transnational war AI. And as more clients adopt the tech, Turkey quietly gains influence, not just through diplomacy, but through algorithms running in foreign skies. The consequences of that are still unfolding. But one thing is certain. War isn't just being reshaped in Turkish factories. It's being uploaded, one drone at a time. And the nation that controls the code controls the conflict.